Hello, and a very warm welcome to Cognito Key. Today, we are going to unlock the concept of SaaS. Now, you've probably heard this term, software as a service, thrown around everywhere, right? But what does it really mean for how we use tech every single day? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break it all down. Does this bring back memories? Ah, yes. Driving to a store, buying this big, clunky box with a CD-ROM inside, and then just praying your computer had enough space to install the thing. And oh my goodness, don't even get me started on the manual updates. I mean, that was the whole deal, wasn't it? Buy it, install it on just one computer, and then you were on your own for every single patch and update. It was just this constant, tedious cycle. As the world got more and more connected, it was pretty clear this old model just wasn't going to cut it anymore. There had to be a smarter, simpler way to get the tools we all need. And, this need, well, it sparked a huge change in how software is delivered. And that better way is SaaS. At its heart, it's pretty simple. The software is hosted by someone else, and you just access it online. The best way to think about it is like a streaming service. You don't buy the DVD anymore, right? You subscribe to Netflix. You don't own the movie, but you can watch it anytime, anywhere, as long as you've got that subscription. So let's put them side by side. You can really see the massive difference here. The old way was all about ownership and installing it yourself. With SaaS, it's a completely different mindset. You subscribe, you get online, and the updates just happen. The key thing to remember is the shift from owning a product to simply accessing a service. So how does this all work so smoothly? What's the magic behind the curtain that makes SaaS possible? Let's take a peek at the key ingredients that make it so incredibly powerful. First up, we have something called multi-tenant architecture. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Think of it like a big apartment building. You've got one building, one structure, but it serves lots of different tenants, and each one has their own private, secure apartment. SaaS works the same way. One single version of the software runs on a server, serving many, many users or tenants at once. It's just super efficient. And that leads to probably one of the biggest benefits. You can get to it from anywhere. Because the software lives in the cloud, not on your laptop, you can use it from your work computer, your tablet at a coffee shop, or even your phone while you're traveling. Your office is basically wherever you can get online. This also changes the money side of things completely. Instead of a huge one-time payment, SaaS is usually a pay-as-you-go subscription. This makes it so much more affordable to get started, and it means smaller businesses can now use powerful software that used to be only for the big corporations. And maybe the best part of all, you can say goodbye to those annoying manual updates forever. The company that provides the SaaS handles everything, the servers, the security, and all the software updates. You just log in and you are always automatically using the latest and greatest version. No more downloads. Okay, so it sounds pretty amazing, right? But of course, like any technology, it might not be the perfect solution for every single person or every situation. So to be fair, let's look at both the good and the not so good. The upsides are really strong. You've got those lower startup costs we just talked about, and of course, the automatic updates. It's also incredibly scalable. You can easily add more users as your team grows. Plus, it gives you access to really sophisticated tools that would have been way too expensive to buy the old-fashioned way. Now, on the flip side, there are a few things to keep in mind. The most obvious one is you absolutely need a stable internet connection. No internet, no software. You're also putting a lot of trust in the vendor to keep your data safe, so security is a huge thing to consider. And finally, you just have a bit less control compared to when the software is running on your own servers. All right, we have covered a lot of ground today. So let's take a moment and just boil it all down to the most important points you need to remember from all of this. So, to put it in a nutshell, SaaS is basically a subscription for software you use online. The provider does all the heavy lifting, the updates, the servers, all that techie stuff. It uses that clever multi-tenant model. It lets you work from literally anywhere. And at the end of the day, it's designed to save you a whole lot of time and money. And all of this leaves us with a really interesting question to think about. We've already shifted from owning CDs and DVDs to just streaming our music and movies. Now we're doing the exact same thing with software. As our world gets more and more digital, is the whole idea of owning software becoming a thing of the past? I really hope this explainer helps unlock the world of SaaS for you. If you found it helpful, please do me a favor and hit that like button, share it with a friend, and most importantly, subscribe to Cognito Key for more simple explanations on all things tech. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.